course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 47.
Out of college, wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got.
Back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Defensively here,
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing on third, Goff. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Randall Cobb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Maher on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. The Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Throwing, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. some scores from games in progress as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Gone. Open man, Higbee.
About having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And nowhere for him to go. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. They must have seen... The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on.
Second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. And allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here we go now with Olawale. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. From the 50, it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Check. Walk 54. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Goff on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Christian Covington in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's gone, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing here, Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58, the money. All day, dog.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.